This is crazy because Ice Age is now canon to the Alien universe and it has a deep emotional impact. If any of you guys were going to tell me that Alien and Ice Age were going to connect down the lines in an Alien project, I would have thought you guys were lying straight up. Even then, having Ice Age in an Alien universe, I was not expecting it to be this emotional. Like, this shit is straight up sad. So Marcy and Joe are brother and sister, and Marcy right here, it was a sick child and then she got put into a synthetic body of an AI. Just from that, you can see how this is pretty fucked up because they use sick children to make them weapons. So there's a lot of 11 and 12-year-old kids that get put in these synthetic bodies that make them hybrids. The only thing that remains from the sick children are their consciousness. So therefore, there's just these human robots that have a human mind. But what Joe understands is that his sister Marcy has died. And that brings us to one of the most heartfelt emotional scenes in this entire show so far. Growing up, Joe and Marcy loved to watch Ice Age, and to be exact, it was Ice Age 4, the Continental Drift. In Ice Age 4, there's a particular scene that both Marcy and Joe absolutely loved. Captain Gut comes down to the Ice Age crew and says, "Now surrender your ship or face my fury." And then Sidney Sloth hits him with, "Face your furry what?" And then Captain Gut just comes back, "It's face your fury, not furry." That's where this scene becomes the most impactful. Joe wanted to leave the medical field and leave his job. And when he's talking to this robot, Wendy, who was Marcy, connects to the code and changes it. So when Joe gets heated towards the AI system, he goes, "Or face my fury," and then Wendy connects to it, who is Marcy, and she goes, "Face your furry, what?" This brings Joe to be like, "What did you just say? How do you know that?" "That is my favorite movie. Me and my sister used to watch that all the time." That's exactly what he's thinking to himself. I just wasn't expecting a movie like Ice Age to have this emotional meaning. Because this shit is actually so depressing. It is so sad because Marcy, who is now in the AI body, is not allowed to even see her brother. So she goes through all this to have some sort of conversation with her brother. This scene was badass as well because they didn't give Wendy the skill. They didn't give Wendy the skill to hack into AI systems, AI robots, and change the code. So their jaw is on the floor. Because now they realize that Wendy is advancing more than they want her to. They are now scared because they can't control some parts of this system. The system is just so corrupt because these characters right here that built these AI bodies for weapons are now not in control, but they very much want to be. Which brings us to this. She is not human anymore. Why are we pretending she is? Holy fucking shit, get this corruption out of here. She still is that 11-year-old girl in that adult AI body. Let me know what you guys thought about this Ice Age sequence in Alien Earth.